It blasts a mix of water and chemicals 8,000 feet into the ground. The fracking itself is like a mini earthquake. The intense pressure breaks apart the rock and frees up the gas. In order to frack, you need some fracking fluid, a mix of over 596 chemicals. From the unpronounceable to the unknown to the too well-known, the brew is full of corrosion inhibitors, gelants, drilling additives, biocides, shale control inhibitors, liquid breaker aids, viscosifiers, liquid gel concentrates. On the side of that frack fluid truck, it should say, just add water. Each time they drill a well, they need between 1 and 7 million gallons of water. Each time they go back and frack an existing well, they need an additional 1 to 7 million gallons of water. They can frack a well up to 18 times in its life. They started out west, New Mexico, Colorado, Texas, Wyoming, Oklahoma, and in the south, Arkansas, Louisiana, Alabama. 450,000 wells, times 18, times 1 to 7 million gallons, is something like 40 trillion gallons of water, all of it infused with the 596 chemicals in the fracking fluid. And now they're coming east.
Water treatment plant at Boynton Beach. When I spoke to the secretary on the phone today, she refused to allow me to visit the plant because of Homeland Security.
Was that the 2005 energy bill pushed through Congress by Dick Cheney exempts the oil and natural gas industries from the Safe Drinking Water Act. They were also exempt from the Clean Air Act, the Clean Water Act, the Superfund Law, and about a dozen other environmental legislation.
Power and Light is now converting to natural gas energy, even though fracking doesn't happen in Florida.
Protected. We found out that BP was spraying chemical dispersants on the surface of the Gulf in huge volumes. A chemical that had been banned in Britain actually makes the oil more toxic and sinks it out of sight. They weren't solving the crisis, just hiding it.
And most of the water column and the sediment have been damaged or destroyed as far as aquatic organisms are concerned because it's toxic. We lost the Gulf of Mexico as far as an ecosystem, as a productive ecosystem. We didn't lose the Gulf of Mexico as a source of fuel, fossil fuel. And that drilling and production will continue even though the ecosystem has been destroyed.
Contaminants were running off the site onto his property and killing his family's pond. And under the ground, methane had migrated into their water well.
Holy cow.
Today's date is April 6th, 2000.
Governor of the great state of Pennsylvania, the Keystone State, first Secretary of Homeland Security. Now, you're a lobbyist for the natural gas industry. We've all seen the footage of flaming water. Whoa. Is that really happening to people's water supplies, sir?
Tracked lobbying expenditures, $747 million to gain and keep the exemption to the Safe Drinking Water Act, known as the Halliburton loophole for hydraulic fracturing. Gated community, Ranger Resources drilled a horizontal well directly underneath their house.
This is the well. Again. Oh! There you go.
So this is going to make you sell this house? Or walk away from it or something. What are you gonna? I mean,
We don't know. Again, we ship it.
what are you gonna do?
Well, if we have, who's going to buy it? You know what? What I'll probably do is sell this, and then have the gas company sue me for selling their gas.
A woodworker near Dimmock, surrounded by gas wells, bought a FLIR camera, a camera that can see methane undetectable to the naked eye. When I heard that for the first time, I said, who is this guy? He bought a FLIR camera? Is he out of his mind?
Yeah, I was. Was out of mind. Things like this will put you out of your mind.
He started to discover what Bob Howard had calculated. Methane exploding into the air in huge clouds out of fracking sites.
And America, to me, was like Disneyland compared to the rest of the world. And now it's not anymore. For some people, it still is. For some people, we're just a story in the news. You know, I'm a woodworker. Why does a woodworker have all this equipment? So don't tell me this is not your job. Step out of your box. Go where you've never been before.
Yeah.
The times have changed.
One night, I went out with him, but this time, we didn't need the FLIR camera.
Don't inhale. Huh? Just don't breathe. Maybe the wind comes from this side.
Whoa, that one just went out. Shooting methane up in the air.
Oh, dude, it's right behind somebody's house.
This is what Bob was talking about. Methane venting straight up into the atmosphere. There had to be a better way. Global warming is caused by greenhouse gases emitted from fossil fuel burning. When you burn coal, you get a lot of CO2. When you burn natural gas, you get about half as much. But methane is the second most important greenhouse gas, and it's 105 times more potent at trapping heat in the short 20-year time frame. Bob Howarth's research shows when you add up the methane escaping into the atmosphere, the fugitive emissions, and the CO2 from frack gas, it makes it the worst fuel for global warming.
These are Fracking Corporation names.